Today, in this edition of Phoenix News, we are going to talk about COVID-19 vaccines, diving into dyslexia, and Dtsy making their own innovative game show.
Hello, welcome to this edition of Phoenix News. I'm Yavir De La Cruz.
And I'm Kyler Williams. Hey Yavir, I haven't seen you in a while, and it's really good to see you back on the set of our own Phoenix News.
I know what you're talking about. I'm glad to see you too. And I'm glad to report about the new big events that are happening in this year of 2021.
I'm pretty sure that I know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, Community Pharmacy was here administering COVID-19 vaccines on January 21st.
Really? That must have been why some of the teachers took some time off.
That's right. The teachers were getting their first COVID vaccine to prevent the spread of COVID-19, giving a new hope to people worried about the pandemic and saving more lives for the future.
Truly a remarkable day in history. Let's show our appreciation by showing off the film.
We are excited to be one of those locations that we can provide a facility for teachers all across the district, not just on Tyson School of Innovation, teachers and staff and faculty, to have a location to be able to get their vaccination, that it's a start to making the community a safer place.
We are getting the Pfizer vaccine here at this location. It's gone very well. We are doing 18 teachers every 10 minutes, and so they're coming in, getting their vaccine, being monitored for 15 minutes, and then going back to work.
I'm just excited, you know. It was very smooth. They had it set up station by station. You do this at this station, okay, you're going to the next station where you do this. It was very smooth, took maybe 5 minutes, if that.
This was a really easy process. Everybody hyped it up, and we were thinking that this was going to be a kind of a scary situation, but we came in, went right through the line. I had my paperwork filled out. I got the shot, waited my 15 minutes, and that's it.
It's very surreal just to see the impact that this vaccination is going to probably have on the community. It's really amazing to see how many people have come out to get vaccinated because, as you know, like the more people that we inoculate, the more closer we are to kind of coming to an end of the pandemic. So it's really amazing just to see how many people are dedicated to kind of serving the community the best they can.
I'm so glad that a problem that has been on all of our minds is working towards being solved. We would like to thank Community Pharmacy and all of the volunteers who made the Vaccine Day such a special and truly historic day for Springdale Public Schools.
Moving on to another tough topic that affects not only the students at this school, but worldwide, and that problem is dyslexia.
Our own Phoenix News team took the time last year to investigate this topic, and here's what they had to report.
This is gonna sound really stupid, but I was watching Disney Channel and that Bella Thorne, this is the time I found out I was dyslexic. Like that commercial came on, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's me. And so in 7th grade, I was tested, and that's when I figured out I had dyslexia.
I know that a lot of people go through what I'm going through, and a lot of the symptoms of dyslexia can happen just from stress and lack of sleep, but it gives you a different perspective on life.
My name is Mackenzie Kilmer, and I am an 11th grader. My dyslexia used to make me feel a little self-conscious, but lately I've learned to overcome those challenges and kind of find my self-worth in other things and not really through my reading or writing.
I've read some stuff about it just, help work with her, because sometimes she gets frustrated about things, and I don't want her to get frustrated.
30 million people in the United States, adults and children, have dyslexia, and that's pretty epidemic proportions when you think about it.
she was talking about a word that we had done in class the week before, and I was like, she was like, well, this was the word. And I was like, no, that wasn't the word. And she's like, yes, it was. And she was telling me, this is what it was. And I was like, no, that's not what I saw. It's not what you're talking about. And so we got a piece of paper out, and she literally figured out in that moment that what she was talking about was not what I was seeing, and I had no idea what she was talking about on the board all the time.
Well, most people think it's just the reversal of letters, but that's not true. There's all kinds of other different kinds of afflictions that people have.
I have developmental dyslexia, but it's also partnered with directional and dyscalculia, with a little bit of attentional dyslexia kind of thrown in there. But a lot of these can kind of compress into each other.
A lot of my dyslexia is like the words will be here and they'll kind of slump down. And so if you ever see me reading, I kind of like tilt my head to the side so that it's all straight. Also, my sentences like cross over and become one. So a lot of the times if I'm reading one sentence, I end up finishing it up with a different sentence. So it makes no sense, but that's how I read it.
And these people will excel at everything except for reading and writing. That's where they're challenged. And so lots of times you find them going into the arts, or you find them going into architectural or interior design and things like that, because they can see things better three-dimensionally than most normal people can.
My favorite subject in school has to be the arts, arts of any kind. I love doing them.
So there's no cure. One thing I want to do is to raise the awareness so that teachers and parents will get their child tested, and then when we find out what exactly their particular challenge is, we can give them the kind of resources and different kinds of intervention strategies that can help them be more successful.
It's not as challenging as it used to be.
Don't give up, and don't let this define you, because you're not a test score and you're not what your English paper score was. You're way more than that.
Wow. It looks like COVID-19 isn't the only thing that we should be focused on helping. But now we know to be more aware and to help those who have dyslexia.
Yeah, it's hard to even believe that we have such an enormous amount of people with this problem. And I would like to say that the people who came out to talk about their experiences are courageous.
You're right. And it's that time in our show where we need to acknowledge our sponsors.
It sure is. We'll be right back after these messages.
Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit ExploreSpringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale. We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit ExploreSpringdale.com to begin your Springdale adventure.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Welcome back. Yavir, this month starts the new enrollment period for those looking to come to school here at SOI.
I know. I've seen students taking tours around the building and seeing our amazing programs.
A few of the cutting-edge programs that DTSOI has to offer is industrial maintenance and diesel tech.
These programs may be relatively new here at our school, but the need for industrial workers in these fields have always made a viable option and will pay for a steady career.
There's no time like the present to take a tour of these programs.
This is the Industrial Technology Lab, and what we do is we share with the students many skills that will provide them a good paying job in the future, such as electrical, electronics, computers, pneumatic, hydraulics, three-phase motors. We have another lab next door which is for metal fabrication and welding, which teaches stick, MIG, and TIG welding. Many of them had never really touched any tools of any type, so they've come a long way in a short period of time.
So my name is Chip Olson, and I am the diesel technology teacher here. So basically our intent in a nutshell is that you come and spend a year with us, and you're going to leave here and go straight into the career field. That manufacturer is going to pick up your training where we left off and continue to train you at their expense and not yours. We're trying to make it as cost-free as possible to get students in a very good paying career job.
Mr. Higginson and Mr. Olson really have the students on the right track to success.
You're not kidding. These students are really lucky to have such a great environment to learn and train.
Speaking of learning, how much do you know about history?
I'm not sure what you're asking here.
Well, like historic trivia, like Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, I know all about history. I'm actually excel at trivia. Did you know I was on a show about history?
Oh, I saw that you were on that. Our AV Tech program started their own game show that has their own spin on historic dates.
All right, come on. Enough talking about it. Let's see how I did.
Welcome to Hot Date. This is Tyson School of Innovation's first ever game show. I am Lizzie Bolaños and I will be your host. Now let's introduce our contestants.
Hi, my name is Cordelia Center and I'm a senior here at SOI and I dye my hair every Saturday.
Hello, my name is Javier de la Cruz. I'm a senior at Tyson School of Innovation and I'm the most amazing person to ever live.
Hello, my name is Kimlia Trisco. I'm a freshman at D2SOI and I like getting my nails done all the time.
Okay, so now that our contestants have talked about themselves, I will be explaining the rules of how Hot Date works. So Hot Date is, well, it's not a dating show, more like...
Wait, hold up, it's not a dating show?
No.
That's the only reason I'm here.
Hot Date is more like history. We're going to be talking about history, facts, and when things were created, when things were started, and when things began.
Hold up, so I'm not going to be dating.
You're not going to be having a girlfriend. This is not a dating show.
All right, but okay.
So how the points or how the rules work is the closest to the correct answer will get 200 points. The second closest will get 100, and then the third will get 0 points. So let's start with round one.
Wait, question before we start. Are you sure I will not be dating any of these chicks?
I promise you, we don't want to date you.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a girlfriend by the end of this. Anyways, round one. So the first question is, when was DTSOI first created?
Yes. 2014.
You are correct. So you have 200 points. Question number 2. When was 9/11?
September 11th, 2001.
You are correct. So you also have 200 points. Question number 3. When was Tick-Tock created?
Oh, I know all about TikTok. You know, that's where I'm mostly seen on. Hey, ladies, TikTok. Anyways, obviously, 2020.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
Does anyone want to answer that question?
They don't need to. I was right.
2016.
Well, you were the loser of that round. So, let's see what punishment or dare you get. So, here is the wheel of punishments or dares, which is called Hot Dares. I will be spinning the wheel, and whichever box number he gets, that's the dare that he will have to do. So let's see what you get. Box number 2. So let's see what dare comes out of box number 2.
Did they just protrude?
Yes.
Oh.
So your dare is to sing the ABCs while spinning.
That's it?
Yep, that is your dare.
Alright, it's not. I guess that's not too bad.
Oopsies.
A, B, C, D, Z, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Well, obviously you don't know your ABCs.
What?
Anyways, so that was the end of round 1. So you both have 200 points and you have 0 points. So now let's start with round 2. Round 2, question 1. What year was John F. Kennedy assassinated?
1963.
You are correct. Question number 2. When did World War I begin?
Oh, I know all about this. Alright, so my grandpappy told me all about World War I. Amazing man, amazing soldier.
Okay.
Was highest in his rank. Now, if I can remember correctly, World War I, obviously 1956.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. Grandpappy would never lie to me.
Okay, does anyone want to go and answer that question? No? Okay, well that was wrong, so...
What do you mean?
That was not correct, so you have 400 points and you have 0, and well, you have 200. Question number 3, when was the first drone created? Kemley?
1767?
Okay, does anyone want to go for this?
1973?
Okay.
Easy. My grandpappy, I tell you, he's an electrician. He knows all about electronics and stuff. And if I remember correctly, he says drones actually don't exist yet. So I think they're going to be coming out in 2034.
Okay, well, you have 600 points, you have 200, and you have 0. So that's the end of round 2, so I guess we have to spin again. So, time for another dare. Box number 5. Let's see what box number 5 is. So your dare is to rub Mr. P's head.
Oh, well that ain't so bad. Mr. P? Mr. P? Oh, Mr. P!
So, Mr. P, where are you? So, now that round number 2 is over, now let's begin with round number 3. So, question 1 is, in what year was Christmas first created or celebrated?
$330s, around there.
Okay, does anyone want to?
I got this. So I know my grandpappy has done me wrong twice now, but what I tell you is he's very old, he is. Now, my grandpappy, he lived the first Christmas, and I believe he said it was actually like 200 BC.
Okay, would you like?
346.
No. Well, Kimberly, you were the closest, so you get 200 points. So you have 400, and well, you have 0, and you have 700. So question number 2, when was the War of the First Roses? Yeah. Yes.
Well, I tell you what, I know my grandpappy has done me wrong 3 times now, but this one I gotta be right. Okay, my grandpappy basically said roses are basically like pansies or petunias. Too scared to even start a war. So I believe this is a trick question and it never happened.
Does anyone?
I have a question for him.
Yes.
Does your grandpa have dementia?
Grandpappy? He's a lot of things, but dementia isn't one of them.
I don't think you should listen to his.
Yeah, no.
grandpappy.
Well, I guess since no one wants to click their buzzers, you are wrong.
Oh.
So no. That is not correct. Question number 3, when did the Mayflower arrive at Cape Cod?
1642.
Does anyone else have?
All right, I got this. You know what? Grandpappy out the window, okay? You know what? Maybe he's done me wrong too many times. Now my grandmommy, okay? She knows what's up, okay? My grandma loves flowers, loves Mayflowers, all right? So I believe this is like 2002.
Yeah, no, that's not even close. Would you like? So you have 900 points and you have 0. So once again, you're gonna have to do a different dare or another dare. So let's spin the wheel. Box number 1. Let's see what your dare is, or your last dare. Your last dare is to sing a Beyonce song.
Oh, now this, okay, you know what? I was very skeptical at first of me not getting a girlfriend, but this is how I get one. Now watch me. Can we just pull up some lyrics?
Okay, wait, don't do it right now.
Alright, well. After then.
So that is the end of our hot date show. Obviously, Yavir is the loser and he lost, you know. But the final score is Cordelia, you have 900.
Thank you.
You have 400. And well, Yavir, you have 0. So that is the end of our first game show here at Tyson School of Innovation. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned to watch another video of Hot Date.
Where I hopefully get a girlfriend, right?
You're not gonna get a girlfriend. This is about history.
Please, I'm desperate.
You're not gonna get a girlfriend.
Can I just beg? How about you? Will you date me? Oh. Yo, look at me. I'm pretty hot, right, kid? Yeah. Please, I'm so lonely. What did I say? Aren't I good at history trivia?
Yeah, sure. If you say so, Yavir.
All right, enough talking about me. Let's go on with this.
Sure works for me. However, I say that we go ahead and get into the commercials. Then, after that, we can take a look at our influential teacher.
The Springdale Chamber of Commerce is among the top 1% of chambers in the nation to be honored with a 5-star rating by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. We work each day to make our members more profitable through programming and events that strengthen our economy, help to create jobs for a growing population, and support the needs of a diverse community. We make Springdale a better place to live. Learn more about the Chamber and Springdale by visiting our website, springdale.com.
Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
At McClarty Daniel, you're protected.
drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at mcclartydaniel.com.
On the counter, find a hole. Garrett inside the 5, touchdown Springdale. Shot good! Wide open Trey Smith, touchdown Har-BER Wildcats!
And we are back for the final stretch of this program. And this segment is always a favorite.
Yep, it's that time when we acknowledge a special teacher who makes a big difference in students' lives. And this show's influential teacher is none other than Mr. Peterson.
My name is Matthew Eddy. I nominate Mr. Peterson as influential teacher. So the fact that he gives his students the freedom to work and do their work in whatever way that benefits them most, and the fact of how he teaches. You know, with most teachers, they're like, teaching is a job. You do it for work. But with Mr. Peterson, whenever he teaches us, it's more of a passion than it is a job. And I think his students can really feel that, especially me and the others in his debate and forensics classes.
From the moment I came into his classroom, it has been very welcoming, very exciting, and has just shown how dedicated he is to his students.
Gosh, this is my fifth year that I've had the team here at SOI. So. I go ahead and run the debate and forensics program, where we teach students how to argue on a shared topic, and then go ahead and we compete in class and eventually compete against other schools. This year we're doing it digitally, but sometimes we go to those schools and have tournaments. Lots and lots of student choice makes this place a special place, and that's part of what my classes thrive on. So I'm just happy that the students chose me back when I've tried so hard to give them as much choice as I can.
Mr. Peterson is definitely deserving of this recognition, and it seems like you, Yuvir, had a lot of good things to say about him.
I sure did. I see him working with students on a daily basis, and I always see them improve, so kudos to him.
All right, Yuvir, I would like to keep debating you on this, but it looks like this is the end of this episode of Phoenix News.
It really has been great to spend time with you. I can't wait to see you again on our next episode. Till then, be safe, and thank you for watching Phoenix News.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Someday I hope to be a fashion designer.
Someday I hope to be a basketball player.
Someday I hope to be a doctor for kids. I also have seven school board members. I have 7 school board members.
Working
to ensure my success. Thank you. We thank you for believing in us.
We thank you
For believing in us.
I think Springdale Schools is a great place to teach. They have cared about my salary. They have cared about my time.
Administration is awesome. They want to be there for the kids. I mean, they are #1 priority.
The staff, teachers, everyone's very, very nice, very polite, and very welcoming. It really feels like a family.
It's always good when you have a diverse population like Springdale for kids in the classroom to see people that look like them, so it gives them a role model.
I always say if I had somebody like me in kindergarten that could speak both of the languages, that would be tons of help.
We go out of our way to provide everything that we can so that their children can get a wonderful education, because they are the leaders of tomorrow.
Northwest Arkansas, it's growing. That's one of the great things.
I am originally from San Antonio, and I cannot tell you, this is a wonderful place to raise your children.
It's just a great place to live, to work, and just to have fun.